see. For the devil sends the beast with wrath, because he knows the time is short. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number is 666.
Clear greetings, everybody. You all know how I like to expose thieves and liars and frauds. Well, it's fucking time to expose one, and it's a fucking fundy Christian. Now, don't be surprised. Don't act like you're gonna pass out that a fundy Christian would steal, especially Shockofgod. The biggest fucking hypocrite. Now, as you all know, Missy Blue 1212 and I have a radio show. And on Blog Talk Radio, it's called A Wicked and Satan's. And Shock stole one of our shows. And I think I've got Debbie on hold. I'm going to free her up here and let her come. Debbie.
Yes?
Are you kind of a little upset about a thief?
I'm extremely upset. In fact, I don't think that's the word for it. You know, it's really hard to piss me off, but this dude has pissed me off.
Well,
he's made it very clear that he is afraid of you because you're Satan incarnate. But I'm sorry, I'm a lot more pissed off than you have ever been. Well, have been with him.
With him up to this point. Now, I thought one of the 10 Commandments was thou shalt not steal.
Or lie. That's two.
Or bear false witness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the show that we did with Anastasia, if you remember, because I downloaded the show and listened to it. Did you listen to that entire show where he stole our show? Not only our show, but he took clips of other people that weren't crazy, radical, fundamentalist idiots like him and twisted their fucking words. But then when he got to the fucked in the head fundies, he twisted to make look like they're the most precious, holy thing that ever walked the earth. Yet this motherfucker want to sit there and steal and pervert things and lie. Go ahead, Debbie, get it.
You know, honestly, I would not have expected anything less from him. But what really gets me and what really made me upset was that he used clips of our show. Now, I know I've seen that he actually watches our show. He's listed as, not watching, but he's listed as a listener of our show, which surprised me, but he's more than welcome. And honestly, I'd love it if he'd call in.
Did you not invite him to the show on his YouTube account?
After this, I got very mad, and I thought, you know what? If he wants to sit there and listen to our show and use what we say in a totally wrong manner, the least that he could do is come onto our show and explain his actions, number one, and number two, talk about anything he chooses to talk about. Not only did I send him a personal invitation in his personal inbox on YouTube, but I also did it on his personal inbox in Blog Talk Radio. Have I heard any response back?
Wait a minute, drum roll.
No, I haven't heard anything. As a matter of fact, I've even made comments on some of his videos stating, you know, what I wanted to comment on, and then ending the comment of, gee, when are you going to be on our show? Have I gotten any sort of response in a response to the comment or even privately in my inbox? Absolutely no response whatsoever.
Well, the thing is this. Have you heard the whole show?
I have.
Okay, now you tell me if I'm wrong. I've got it. It's too long to play on here. But anybody, if you email me here on YouTube or at my email, the United Satanic Empire at yahoo.com, I'll give you the link so that you can see how biased and hypocrite that he truly is and how much of a thief he is. He broke all his, what he's supposed to hold so high and holy and so much better than everybody else. He broke every part of it. But Debbie, tell me if I'm wrong. Pagans were allowed on the show, in the chat room only. Pagans were not allowed to call. Only crazy nut jobs like him. Well, he had Saunders Sucks or Sacks or whatever the fuck he calls himself on. And, well, you know, they're both probably meeting at some hotel. They're so fucked in the head plot now they're going to kill people or something like that because they're both crazy as hell. He's walking down the street talking to gay people going, Jesus can save you. And he says, come on, let's go back in the alley and I'll save you. You know, I mean, come on, ding, 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 ding.
Let me tell you something, okay? I was a Christian, and so I know how this forgiveness thing works if you're saved and everything. The thing is that everybody's supposed to be a sinner and all that stuff, but you're supposed to be saved if you are truly sorry in your heart and you will work night and day never to do this again. The thing is that someone like, Shockawenowforgod or Shockofgod on YouTube, he claims to be saved and all this stuff and better than everyone else. And yet, he sits there and breaks these 10 commandments without even trying not to break them. I want people to realize that he could have actually used our stuff if he just would have asked me. I would have given him full permission with maybe, as long as he gives me something in return, such as maybe I want to be there when he plays it. Maybe I want to be on the mic and actually explain it and make sure it's taken within context.
Exactly.
But no, he didn't bother to ask.
That's exactly what he did. He took it out of context. He perverted it just like they pervert everything else. I haven't seen a fundy yet that doesn't take something positive and pervert it into something negative and call it like they just discovered this big important find. And he
Exactly.
and if he would have asked me, I would have said, sure. You don't take it out of context, you can use it. But you don't take it out and you don't twist it, you don't edit it till it says what you want it to say. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks about our show. You can flag the shit out of this video. If it disappears, it goes on my website, and that's seen by more people than what comes on YouTube. So flag the fucker, Shock. And your little girlfriend, Sanders Sakis. But anyway.
The thing is that I don't want anyone to be misled by this guy. He says that he is a man of God. He says that he is a serious man of God. And yet, he had broken not one, but 2 commandments without even possibly trying not to. He stole. That's number 1. That's one of the 10 commandments that you should not do. Did he do anything in his power to where he wouldn't possibly have to steal it? Yes, he could have. Did he even try? Not at all. Did he bear false witness? Yes, he did. And you know what? He didn't have to. Could he have tried to go around in one way or another and not lied or bear false witness? Yes, he could have. Did he? Absolutely not. He didn't even try. So don't let this quote-unquote man of God shock you, shock. Yes, he does shock you. Don't let him fool you, ladies and gentlemen, because he is the furthest thing from a Christian. Because you're supposed to strive to be Christ-like.
I would have called Anastasia, and I would have called you had he asked me. Although several people has asked him when I've addressed him why he won't speak to me. He thought, oh, well, he's the devil incarnate. Well, if you have so much fucking faith in your book and your dumbass faith, it says that you would not fear Satan. You would stand up to him. I challenge you now, bitch.